I'd be a caterer probably.
Hey, you're a shouter. Come on, let's face it. You're a shouter.
I'd be a caterer, literally. I'd be catering to a certain one linear style that I'm just not like that personally. I like all different kinds of things. You know, I'm a child. I'm a product of the '60s and '70s.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I listen to all the radio between 62 and now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a product of all that, and I'd rather be diverse. I don't want to be one linear kind of style. The only thing that makes our style is the four of us.
Yeah.
And the personality in each person that plays the instruments and sings. That's what makes our sound. And thankfully, it's a recognizable sound that people seem to adhere to or like.
Right. Are you much of a music fan yourself?
Yeah, I have a collection of records, collected over the years, singles. Usually, I got a lot of singles from the '60s and '70s.
Mm-hmm. So mainly you get your music from radio then?
Yeah, I mostly do. I listen to radio, and I used to anyway. I don't listen as much now. I guess because it's not as interesting to me now as it was then.
What do you listen to in your car?
Oh, God, let's see. Mostly, I get a lot of demo tapes from new bands and bands that nobody knows about yet. And you'd be surprised the number of tapes that people send you,
Yeah, Rick was saying that. I mean, like, are they bands with a style similar to your own? Is that why they send you the tapes?
Not necessarily, no. I think that bands that... a lot of bands respect us that you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Like Motley Crue, they like our band. I don't see the connection there, but they actually do, and they're nice guys and all that. We've met them, but I don't know.
Have you guys ever been instrumental in helping any up-and-coming bands surface?
No one that's famous.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
But Rick is here right now helping produce a band, or he is producing a band from Texas.
Mm-hmm. What is the name of that band, by the way? He was mentioning that. We didn't get the name of the band.
Shock 2 right now is their working title.
Shock 2?
Yeah.
Is that just Shock along with the 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shock 2 Hachi.
Okay. Another question that's been posed to me. In a day and age in which most bands are marketed according to a consistent image strategy, you guys have pretty much continued to be yourself throughout the years. Could it be time to start considering an image now?
Considering an image?
Yeah.
I don't. We've never considered it before. Why wreck a good thing?
Yeah. Okay, answer the question. That's good. Having climbed from the bottom to the top, you're now sitting rather comfortably. Is the band's current goal mega sales, or would you just rather see the band enjoy stable, steady success over the long term?
I think mega sales would be very, very nice. It would. I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, as long as, like I said, we can continue to make records. That's the most important thing.
Okay. And having been in the rock and roll business for as long as you have, you've probably seen most of the ins and outs. What is the one thing you like most and the one thing you like least about the business?
The one thing I like most is that it makes me happy being a musician and making a living doing it in this business. The one thing I like least is what it's done to my personal life.
Meaning you don't have much of a personal life.
Right.
Huh. So, but I mean, in between records and touring, you must have quite a bit of time to yourself, though.
Yeah. Well, there's not much time between records and touring.
Is that right? Is that right?
No.
What's the longest period of time you've ever had off?
About, totally with nothing to do.
Yeah.
About a month, I would say.
Is that right?
Tops.
Uh-huh. And then when you're involved in recording or touring, it's more or less day in, day out. With a week off here and there, I would imagine.
Recording and touring?
Yeah. It's almost a day type of sort of a day in day out type of thing, huh?
Repeat the question.
I guess that usually when you're involved, like when you're on the road or when you're in the studio, it's kind of like a day-to-day job. There's not really
Right.
that much time off, so you're.
Yeah, it's a day-to-day job, but it's not 9 to 5.
Mhm.
It's like it's sporadic.
Mhm.
That's why I like it, though.
The band has been together for a long time, and you guys have weathered, success. You've weathered the lack of success. One major personnel change, in that Tom left and came back again. At this stage in your career, what do you think is the most scary aspect? What would most threaten the band at this stage?
Probably death.
Accidental death, painful accidental death. No, the guy.
Well, it's the truth.
The guy here puts down. Could it be like age? Would getting older?
No, age has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
The accidental.
And you can't.
Accidental death.
And you could see yourself getting tired of the music.
I've never been tired of the music. I was born ready to listen to it, and I'm still listening to it.
Mhm. There was never a time when you were like completely disillusioned or
Never a
discouraged.
question about the music. The music's always been my life's blood.
Uh huh. I can remember Rick.
Everything else has bummed the shit out of me, but the music part's fine.
I can remember Rick once saying that if he hadn't been a musician, he would have wanted to be an architect. How about you? And don't say caterer.
If I weren't a musician, I'd probably be a street person.
Street person. Very 90s. Okay, it just wouldn't have worked out. Again, Rick once said that getting your break via Japan had sort of later become a burden to you guys. Every time you had an interview, people were asking you, so how are things back in Tokyo? In retrospect, do you think that the Japan route was a plus or a minus?
It was very much a plus.
Mhm.
And as much as anybody pokes fun about that, it was very much a plus because we made that record specifically for Japan when no one else would accept the record.
Mm-hmm.
CBS didn't want to release it worldwide or even in the United States. And so we released it in Japan, and it was their baby, and they're the ones that released it and took the chance. And believe it or not, it's still our biggest selling record that we've ever had. So.
Mm-hmm.
And we produced that one ourselves. So.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody can take it away from us. So, it's a feather in our cap, and I love it. I think it's great. Not that record is the greatest record in the world. I think it's a pretty shitty record, really, but it did real well, and I think it's just because on the strength of the personality of the band and the songs themselves, it holds up.
Is that your last live album?
Yeah, it's our only live album.
No, I mean, is that the
Oh,
last
ever?
one? Yeah, yeah.
No, we'll probably do another one.
Really? Is that right?
When I'm 60.
Okay. Well, I guess that pretty much covers the questions I have. I take it Rick is still sequestered in the studio there, huh?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Put you on hold, I'll go grab him.
Okay.
Hey, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, huh?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. Rick?
Steve.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Good. Just a couple more questions here, okay?
Okay.
Because
I'm running around like a mad fool here.
I still haven't gotten to the questions by Yoichi here yet, and
okay.
I think it would be doing him a disservice to leave his out.
Well, I never knew whose were whose.
Yeah, well, I haven't been crediting them here, so. That's
Okay.
the reason. What are the main differences between your success this time and your former success?
The other one, I don't know. I think we appreciate it more for one.
Uh huh.
And it's like not that we ever took anything for granted, but it's like this is not like we took anything for granted, but this is like it's like man, we're like a real band. I mean, we have a whole bunch of records, and it's like it's not like we're like one-hit wonders or you know how that goes. There's so many bands, and they come out, you hear them, and then they fade away.
Mhm.
never hear of them again. I mean, it's like